cruise by. New dudes with their new moves do try. But I always think about you when I'm too new riches. Hey, hey.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Miami Marlins. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton on the call. The first half of the All-Star break is behind us, and partner, it's go time in the second half.
And if you want to be playing meaningful games at the end of September, you got to put your head down and grind for the next 8 weeks.
All right, we'll be back to get this one to this. Just about ready to go. And on the hill in this one, Johnny Cueto.
Been a very solid pitcher throughout his career. ERA around 3.5. What I like is he competes, he stays in the game, and he gives his team an opportunity to win.
And now Matt Vierling.
Leading off for the Tigers, the left fielder, number 8, Matt Vierling.
And a pitch. Back up the middle and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Riley Green. There's the strike.
0-1.
Throw to first, and he's back in standing. Vierling gets his lead at first with nobody out. The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the right-hander deals. On a line, base hit. Vierling around second, headed for third. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Tigers.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now Spencer Torkelson squares to bunt, but that rolls foul. Runner at second, nobody out. And a sac bunt here. Gathers and throws to first. Just got him on that one. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. The challenge for him today, Singy, elevating the baseball against this sinker baller that's on the mound.
Yeah, that's the challenge, but it also might affect the way they approach base running in this one, Boo. You get a runner on first, you anticipate trajectory down, and when the ball's in the dirt with a good secondary lead, you break for second. So whether it's a stolen base or not, you stay out of the double play, get that runner in a scoring position, and that can help you put more runs on the board.
BID, ball in dirt. And the 0-1 puts a bunt down. Gurriel tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Run scores, and that makes it 2-0 as they get the out.
Well, the safety squeeze can be tough to defend, especially with a good runner at third. You can't risk trying to be overly aggressive and make a play at the plate and give up that easy out at first.
And up next for Detroit, Kerry Carpenter. And that one hammered. Bangs off the wall. The throw into second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
The batter now, Javier Baez. And first offering is fouled off. Javier Baez, who hails from Puerto Rico, he was the 9th overall pick in 2011 by the Cubs, and what a fun player to watch. Won the World Series in 2016. He was the NLCS MVP. And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Tigers 2 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back. And today's starter, Bo Brisky. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that one is lifted in the air, and it drops in. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. On the ground, and that's just foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch in this next one.
Got him looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. You got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Now, Brian De La Cruz. And first offering is fouled off. Good eye right there.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Next offering is fouled back. 2-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him in the scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Arise leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Off the mark there, and it's 1-1. And another ball. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Marlins leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. Back here at the ballpark, and now up to hit Miguel Cabrera. Cueto back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because
liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up in second.
Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. Trying to move him over here. Now the throw to first on the run. Not in time. He legs it out. Now it's Zach Short. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Liner, base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Now at the plate, Matt Vierling. Birdie has a beat on it. And makes the grab. And all the runners are tagging. Throw home, not in time. The run scores. And they lead by 3.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Now it's going to be Riley Green. Doubled his first time up. Bounce to the right, and that one handled. The throw to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Next is the designated hitter, Spencer Torkelson. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Clearly all that changeup. Bottom just fell.
Now to the bottom of the second. Tigers 4 and the Marlins nothing. Back here in Miami, bottom half of inning number 2. And now for the Marlins, Yuli Gurriel. And a pitch. And that's in for a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Rolled over to third. Throw on to Cabrera. 1 up, 1 down. John Birdie at the plate.
The left fielder, John Birdie.
On the ground right side. Throw on to Cabrera. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Joey Wendell.
The shortstop.
And that's in there for strike 1. On the ground to third. Fair ball.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Runner at first with 2 away. Gene Segura at the plate here. Swinging a foul straight back. Wendell off of first with 2 away. That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one missed. 2 outs. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that's the 3rd out. And welcome back onto the 3rd inning. Here's the second baseman, Andy Ibanez. The wind and the pitch.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Swing and a ball popped up, and it falls. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track. Maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
So man aboard, and here is Kerry Carpenter. Doubled in his first AB. That one ripped. De La Cruz hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Now it's Javier Baez. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Baez playing up the middle at short. Batting 6th in today's lineup. And he's a former National League Gold Glover. That one fouled off. Next pitch is popped up. Fortes makes the catch for the out. That's out number 2.
The first baseman.
And next up for the Tigers, Miguel Cabrera. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and fires. That one the other way, and there's a hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Tigers strand a pair, but they're in front 4-0. Bottom of the inning, and now the catcher comes up to him. Nick Fortes. And a pitch. The other way. Carpenter makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Now the second baseman.
Luis Ariz stands in. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Ariz, a career batting average over .325, and he was born in Venezuela. Next pitch is outside, and 1-1.
Some of the greatest players in the history of the game were born in Venezuela, including one that finished with 500+ home runs, 3,000+ hits, and a triple crown.
Whips it to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. 2 outs, base is empty. Jorge Soler, the next up for the Marlins. They'll hits right into it. Throw on to Cabrera. Marlins set down in order. The right-hander back to work. Into center. Sanchez on the run. Racing, makes the catch. And there's 1 away. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Matt Vierling. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, it's a double, and his second hit.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
1 out, runner at second. Now here is Riley Green. Drove in 2 runs on a double back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Swings through that one. 0-1. Vierling, the runner at second with 1 away. And it's even up.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
The 1-1. Hard hit right side. Throws to first. 2 away. Next is the Tigers DH, Spencer Torkelson. Out to short. Wendell fires over to first, and they get Torkelson for the out. And the inning is over. Tigers leave 1. They lead 4-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now here is Brian De La Cruz. Pitch. That one's in there. Strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And the pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Next offering way off the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And a ball and 2 strikes. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Here's the center fielder, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. There's the strike.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
And that one off the outside edge. Right-hander kicks, deals. Just off the outside edge. 2 balls and a strike. And a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch. Right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Gurriel in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Bounce to third. Tosses to first. That ends the inning. Miami down in order. They're down 4-0. Welcome back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Andy Ibanez. Here comes a pitch. Down the line towards the corner. Birdie sizing this one up. Grabs it on the run. Then there's one down.
He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And now the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Caught just shy of the wall.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, it will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
2 outs, bases empty. Line drive, base hit, right center field. And that's going to roll to the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional.
Number 62 taking over on the mound.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
So 2 down, and now the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Showed a really nice opposite field approach in his last at bat.
And that one fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Line drive, that's a base hit out into left center field. Here comes Baez around third. High bounce, takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double. A run comes in the play.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
Here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. into center and a base hit. Cabrera coming home. Now a long throw home. And he's in there as a run scores.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Next to hit, Zach Short. Base hit, left center field.
The left fielder, number 8, Matt.
And next to hit for Detroit, Matt Vierling. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. And the righty deals. In the air, right field. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. And a run comes in to score.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
So 2 on with 2 away. And up next for Detroit, Riley Green. Puts a bunt down. The flip to the pitcher covering. And that is that. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Tigers 7 and the Marlins nothing. Back here at the ballpark, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, John Birdie.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Next offering is in for a strike. The punch out there, and now 1 away.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
And fouled off. Righty delivers. Fought off foul. Got him looking. Back-to-back strikeouts.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Segura in the box now. No balls and a strike. That's in there. 0-2 now.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Vierling on the move. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And the Marlins down quietly. Not going their way. It's 7-0. And welcome back. And here is Spencer Torkelson.
Spencer Torkelson.
And here it comes. Torkelson goes 6'1", 220 pounds, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. And the 1-0. On the ground to third. And a quick out, number 1.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for him.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
And it's second with one away. And next up for the Tigers, Kerry Carpenter. That's in there. Strike one.
0-1.
The 0-1. Laced to right center, base hit. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's 8-0. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Back-to-back base hits. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Brian Hoeing on to pitch out of the pen here.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while, coming on here after 5 days rest, so he should be rested, but we'll see if he has any rust to shake off.
Digging in, Javier Baez. And that one in the air center field. Makes the catch. Runner tagging for third. The relay, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Really exciting when a couple of guys get their hands on the ball and execute the relay perfectly. Nice throw to third. Awesome job of execution.
Bottom of the sixth. And at the plate for Miami, Nick Fortes. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 52.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Swing and a miss.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much and get quick outs.
In the air out towards right center. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. He obviously put a very nice swing on that pitch and really drove it towards the gap, but I'm pretty surprised he only ended up on first right there, and it's kind of hard to say if there was some hesitation or if they just decided to play it safe.
Luis Arias, the next up for the Marlins. His home and away splits there. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Now fly ball to right center. This looks like extra bases. Fortes around third. He'll score, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
Comes through with the RBI. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Swing and a foul straight back. Next offering is in for a strike. Bounce to the left side. Baez to first. One away. Bottom of the sixth. And up next for Miami, Brian De La Cruz. And a foul ball. Arise over at second. One down. Out towards right center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner from second crosses the plate. And they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
Well done. Drives in the run. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer. And he hit the ball on the screws.
That one to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 10.
Here's Gurriel. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Smash to the left side. Baez jumps, throws, an acrobatic play to end the inning.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Back here in Miami, new inning getting started. And here's the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera. The wind of the pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Well, these Tigers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
Righty to the plate. This one popped up, and there's one down. At the plate, Jake Rogers.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
And that one is lifted in the air. Sanchez hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Down the third baseman, Zach Short. First offering misses the mark.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Next pitch is inside, and the count is 2-0. And a swing and a miss there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right-handed reliever. Swing and a ball popped up. Wendell has it sized up. Squeezes it. And that will end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. They lead at 8-2.
7-inning stretch.
Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now the left fielder, John Birdie. Jose Cisnero on the pitch here.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
And he deals. There's a strike. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation. Oh, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Wendell, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. That misses the zone. 1-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
1 down, base is empty. Right side. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Gene Segura, the next up for the Marlins. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
The pitch. Goes down looking. And 1-2-3 go the Marlins. And it's still 8-2. We're at the top of the 8th. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Matt Vierling. Hoeing back to work. Hammered, base hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now the number 2 hitter, Riley Green. Out to center. Sanchez gets under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Now batter, designated.
And the batter now, Spencer Torkelson. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And they get Torkelson for the out. 2 down.
Now batter.
Man at first, Andy Ibanez digs in now. And delivers outside. Vierling off of first with 2 away. Ground ball right side, and that squirts through. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. Kerry Carpenter now at the plate. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Birdie on his way over. Puts the squeeze on that one. And that ends the inning. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Nick Fortes. And a pitch. There's a strike.
0-1.
Ground ball left side. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, fortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much. But you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. It can be an easy trap to fall into.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Arraez. Swing and a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Soler stands in now and watches strike 1. Swings through that one.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there.
Now this ball is down and could score a run. The throw in.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
And now for the Marlins, Brian De La Cruz. In there for strike 1.
0-1.
First and second here, no outs. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Over to Baez. A sensational double play.
That was a much-needed double play right there. It gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
So digging in, Jesus Sanchez. On the ground to Miggy. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 run, 2 hits, an error, and 1 left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Tigers 8 and the Marlins 3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jorge Lopez. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. And now it's going to be Javier Baez. And a pitch. Lopez in his 5th season, 30 years old now, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Fights it off. You'll see another.
Puerto Rico doesn't just produce baseball talent, it produces Hall of Fame talent from Roberto Clemente to Pudge Rodriguez.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Cabrera, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Miami's bullpen with some action. JT Shagwa getting ready to go. Kicks and deals. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. It's a double, his fourth hit of the game.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
And here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Runner leads away at second. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He circles the bases, and they add to the lead. It's 10-3. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident.
Singy, I hope you saw it because it didn't stay in the air for long.
No, it didn't, Boog. StatCast telling us 110 miles per hour off the bat, and that's plenty to hit one out if you get enough air under it. As a hitter, you hardly feel the ball when you make contact as solid as he did right there.
Base is empty, one away. Zach Short up now for the Tigers. This to third, and it stays fair.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Now the batter now, Matt Vierling. Left field. Birdie moving under this one. Makes the grab, and there's two away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Man at first, and now Riley Green. And that's going to get into the corner. Segura with a relay home. Not in time. He's safe. A run comes in the play.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
New pitcher now, JT Shagwa.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Man at second here with two away. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. Hit on the ground to the right side. Arise. Tosses to first. And that is that. So they get 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Tigers 11 and the Marlins 3. Bottom 9, and now the first baseman, Yuli Gurriel.
The first baseman,
Cisnero back to work. And a foul ball. The 0-1. Gurriel gets a piece.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Hit weakly on the ground towards second. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
The left fielder, number 5, John.
Here's the left fielder, John Birdie. And that's in there for strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Struck him out looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And now, Joey Wendell on the ground out to short. On to first, ball game. And the Tigers take this one in a blowout.
Well, Boog, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
And your final 11-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Tigers.